player. My brother always said, don't ever date a football player. But the odds are, I fell in love with Irfan, and well, I think back then I didn't worry that much. I was young and I thought everything will be fine, and we were always also lucky. I feel like, because the money wasn't there. We had 9 months, I think, no payment.
Oh.
And then Thailand came and everything was great in Thailand. He got the job, and it was hard for me though, because I had Kiyomi and I got pregnant in Thailand with Kenji, and I felt a bit sick.
Okay.
But
jadi udah nyampe Thailand, sakit pula dengan anak kedua, right? Padahal karirnya Irfan just
I got pregnant in Thailand. So I wasn't pregnant yet. But I got pregnant in Thailand, then everything was good.
Okay.
But I feel like when we were younger, we worried less. Maybe.
That's true. Kalau masih muda itu apa-apa dipikir nanti, right? Nanti aja deh, gimana nanti?
Now I feel like maybe should we have been much more worried because we didn't get salary for 9 months. We just had a baby. We weren't sure if Thailand would work out. But back then I don't.
But it worked, right?
How
many years di Thailand? Tinggal
just
berapa?
1 year.
Oh, just 1 year.
Because then Irfan got a better offer in Japan.
Sapporo.
No, it was Kofu first.
Kofu
and then Sapporo.
But then, okay, so I watched Melanie Ricardo's podcast where you said that it was one of the hardest years of your marriage. Padahal, Japan, Padahal kan Japan itu negara cantik. People always want to go to Japan. Like, what was it that made it hard for you guys there? Itu 2 anak ya?
2 anak,
Okay.
So I was high pregnant in Thailand, and I had my doctor, a super nice hospital. He spoke even German. Everything was great. But then that offer came for Irfan to play in J League, which was one of his dreams because it's the highest league in Asia.
Oh,
So. And I was just able still to fly because I was high pregnant. And of course I said to Irfan, let's go. We will be fine, going to Japan. So we went, but then everything seemed a bit harder than I expected because the language was really hard. Like you couldn't even read anything in the supermarket.
Oh, bahasa kanji kan, guys. Cannot read, susah.
No. So we had a really nice girl from Indonesia. She translated in Bahasa and Japanese.
Who's this girl? Your neighbor or who?
No, from the club back then.
The club. So she helped.
She helped us.
Okay.
She helped us, and she was really nice. She helped us with the language, also with little things we needed. And but then when I had to give birth, she went for holidays. And she wasn't there.
Jadi nggak ada translator lagi.
So there was no translator for giving birth. And luckily it was my second child. But the doctor, the nurses, no one spoke English, and it was just Irfan and me. And it wasn't
confusing
that great.
Bingung ya kalau kayak gitu.
It wasn't that great, and also it was very hard to make friends. I feel like it's a nice country to visit as a tourist, but if you stay there, you really need to speak Japanese.
Kamu nggak punya teman di Jepang at all? Oh, were there nights that you had to just break down and cry in the shower?
Yeah, and it was hard because when we moved to Sapporo, Sapporo is very cold, right? So we had like 8 months of winter, high snow. And
bisa numpuk tuh saljunya, guys. Bisa ketutup jendela ya?
And the car
juga ketutup.
So Irfan couldn't train, and he had, I think, 3 months of training camp somewhere else. So I would be 3 months by myself with 2 little kids, newborn and a toddler. And that was just a big challenge.
Oh my goodness. Did you get some sort of baby blues at the time?
No, I never really had baby blues, I think. It was not baby blues. I was still fine. It was just very challenging.
Yeah. You're a tough cookie ya.
Yeah.
Kamu kuat ya kayaknya ya. And you are sabar ya. Sabar nggak kamu tuh sebenarnya? Would you say?
I am.
Hebat ya. Sabarnya tuh dari Jawanya papa itu kayaknya, orang Jawa.
Yeah, now I saw my dad with my kids and I feel like I think I have the patience from my dad. Because my mom, she can be more explosive.
Yeah. German ya.
Yeah.
Kalau kamu lebih ke Jawa ya, sabar. Even though you don't speak the language, but apparently the blood flows through you. So the Japanese. Thumbs up for the Japanese. Maaf ya, saya ngomong gini karena suami saya orang Jawa. Coba dia kawin sama orang Sumatera. Apa coba pikiran dia? Kan kasihan ya dia sebenarnya. So you would say you're a very patient person because although we don't hang around that much, but I've seen you with your kids ya, dan I can vouch for her. Like I always see yang kamu suka lihat di vlog-vlog di Instagramnya Jen, kalau dia ngomong, "Hai Shatsi, good morning." Itu tuh nggak bohong. That's what I see here in Bali. Jadi kayaknya kamu jarang ya suara kamu tinggi. Do you like raise your voice a lot at home?
I don't. No.
Enggak.
That's not
Enggak ya, Van?
No, I do.
Oh, you do. Okay.
That's why we fit perfectly together. It's like good balance.
Indonesiannya apa? Indonesiannya apa? Indonesiannya?
My dad born in Lawang, but grandparents from Manado.
Manado, Lawang itu di?
Malang, dekat Malang.
Oh, tapi asli Manado.
Malang and Surabaya.
Tapi asli Manado. Darahnya Manado. Oh ya, mirip-mirip Batak juga lah ya. Tingkat kesabarannya tetap di bawah Jawa. Okay. Alright, so 2 kids in Sapporo, and then you had to train somewhere else. Tinggal kamu sama anak-anak, and it was really hard.
It was really hard.
And when did you think, okay, this has to stop? I cannot take it anymore. We need to change
2
something.
years. I did 2 years in Sapporo, and then I said to Irfan, I cannot do it anymore. Something has to change. It's not good for our marriage. It's not good for the kids. Rather we go somewhere else, or we might have to separate. It was really bad.
Sempet ya ngomong begitu ya. Okay.
And then Bali came.
The offer.
They offered, huh?
Or
did Bali offer?
Or did you cari-cari?
No. Bali
offered. And that happened at the peak of the problem?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a miracle. That's God sent.
Yeah.
You were actually on the verge of breaking down already. Oh, wow. It's okay. Okay. Because I can imagine, with 2 kids, I'm not married to an athlete, but in a sense, being married to a musician who tours all the time and leaves you at home all the time. I was living in Jakarta, yes, but I didn't get that much support from my mom too, because my mom at that time kerja di Papua.
Oh.
And then as a child, kan aku pindah ke Indonesia, my support system was my oma, my opung, and I didn't have her. And all I wanted to do at that time was just cry and get angry and like, someone help me, please.
Yeah.
Okay. So anyway, God sent a miracle. Bali offered. Bali calling.
Yes.
And then you guys moved straight away?
Yeah, we moved straight away. We moved straight away and.
Tapi kan, sorry Jen, aku potong. Waktu di Jepang, even with all those difficulties that you had, kamu udah bikin vlog-vlog itu. I remember that.
We just woke up and look at the weather. I actually planned to go with the kids for grocery shopping or into a mall, also to a little playground. But I guess we can cancel that. It's storming and a lot of snow. So it looks like that. And it's a lot of storm and snow. I will close again. Yeah, so
welcome to our channel. Always make so far here. Hi guys, welcome our channel, and we do start away our fish version.
yeah,
What was
because
that for?
I was always working before, and I don't like to ask your husband, for every little thing, can I have it?
Yeah.
Can I have that?
Yeah.
So I want to be independent. And in Japan, I was thinking I need to do something. And then I started to vlog.
Yeah, because I watch those vlogs. You were always an inspiration to many, ya, selalu jadi inspirasi buat banyak orang. Nah, inilah makanya ya guys ya. Kita kalau nonton orang di balik Instagram story atau di vlognya gitu ya, we always think that dia hidupnya lebih enak tuh. Suaminya pemain bola terkenal, anaknya lucu-lucu. Dia have bule, pasti dia bisa sering travel ke Eropa. Not all you see on the camera is life that you think happens to that person gitu. Nggak selalu itu yang kita lihat, maka itu yang terjadi. Sometimes when people actually go on air like this gitu ya, kan sekarang kalian juga nggak bisa tebak aku lagi ada masalah apa, ya kan, like we can never guess behind a person's persona itu sebenarnya ada apa. So ketika sering muncul di sosial media yang bilang always be kind, itu bener loh, itu bener karena kita nggak pernah tahu ya apa yang orang sedang alami pada saat itu. But would you say that when you got out of that place where you guys felt, this is the hardest time in our marriage, after that things went uphill? It was,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Bali was a blessing. Yeah.
Bali was a blessing. Yeah. Okay, jadi Bali, and then dia main di sini di Bali United langsung ya?
Bali United langsung.
Okay, Bali United langsung, and then you guys had another baby.
Then we had Kyoji. Yes. Yeah. But yeah, Bali United was three years.
And then after that kan harus pindah ya ke Jogja atau Solo sih?
Jogja.
Because I remembered you guys pindah Jogja dulu.
Then it was Jogja, but then COVID happened.
Oh, right.
So we
nobody likes that.
No. So we already had a house there, and we said like we move, even though it's hard for us to leave Bali.
Because I remember waktu itu kamu lagi bangun rumah juga kan di sini. Remember when we met at Fins?
Where we live now.
Yeah, and I was like, Jen, are you okay today? And you're like, my tukang is this, gini. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
yeah, it was very hard to leave Bali for us. And especially the kids, we were crying because we had to go. Even though Jogja was nice, we had a nice place we found, but it was just not Bali. But we left because we want to be together as a family. And then COVID happened, so we moved back pretty quickly. Yeah, back to Bali. It took us back.
Wait, move ke Jogja itu berarti berapa lama?
Wait, COVID happened
2020.
So yeah, 2019.
Setahun ada di Jogja.
Yeah, not even.
Jadi anak-anak belum sempat sekolah.
Udah
8 months.
Sekolah.
Udah sempat sekolah, you had to take them out again.
Yeah.
But they were like, yay, because they get to go back to Bali.
Yeah.
Mereka suka sekali ya di Bali ya.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, so we came back to Bali, and then we thought we have to go back to Jogja, but that never ended up. And then Irfan signed for Solo, the last club.
Yeah.
But then I was pregnant, and we said again we moved together to Solo. So I went there with Kiyomi and Kenji, and me being pregnant, and it it didn't feel right. I felt homesick. I wanted to go to Bali, and I said to Irfan, I don't think I can stay here. I don't know what we do. And it was really hard to find a house for us. School was okay. I think we could have found a school
in Solo.
But I felt really homesick. I didn't feel good. So I said, I'm gonna take the kids home. You do your thing, and whenever I can fly to you or he can fly here, we will make it work. Yeah. So we did that for 1 year, and that year was also very challenging because we rarely, he traveled for a day or not even 24 hours and he had to go back again. I was alone with the kids, pregnant.
So it was like Sapporo all over again, but without the snow.
It was, yeah. But then again, I was in Bali, which was so much better.
You had friends, yeah?
I have friends here, like good friends, which, yeah, it's much easier here.
All right, after everything that you have went through with all these kids, and then with the last edition of Kiro, is this going to be the last, or you guys want to have another?
This is the last.
I'm sorry, I have to ask you.
I know.
Because people look at you, ya. Kita kalau lihat dia kan super mom banget gitu loh. And yes, I can vouch for her. Dia memang melakukan apa-apa sendiri. Tapi emang kita di Bali biasa ya melakukan apa-apa sendiri. It's like a lot of people ask like, nggak pakai mbak, nggak apa. Ya kalau perlu assistance ya kita hire, kalau nggak ya enggak gitu, right?
And I think my daughter is 9, Kenji is, Kiyomi is 11, Kenji is 9.
Yeah.
So they're already 2 big kids who can help at home, who can help with Kyoji or Kiro. So I don't really need a lot of help from outside.
Lagian kalau ada mbak di rumah, kalau aku ya, I don't really like it because I feel like my privacy is taken from me, and it's like
Irfan and me, we both, we don't like that.
Aku kurang suka juga sih. Aku kalau mendidik anakku terus ada orang lain yang ada di ruangan itu, I don't feel comfortable.
No, same. We never. Probably because also we are raised abroad.
Yeah.
And in Germany or Holland, our parents would never have a maid, a driver, or.
Tapi kalau kamu tinggal di Jakarta, you might have to.
I know
because the infrastructure of the city is not possible.
Yeah, we were thinking of moving to Jakarta this year.
Mau pindah lagi?
We were thinking, but it didn't happen.
Okay.
I feel like Bali really. Our heart is in Bali from everyone. So it's a bit hard to leave Bali for us. There was an offer in Jakarta for Irfan, but we didn't take it just because.
Duitnya kurang apa lebih? Contractnya?
The contract was okay. It was not great.
Okay.
And then we had to think of our family. We had to move the whole family to Jakarta with all the kids. Gotta start from new again. Also, for me, business-wise, everything works well. I can work here. I can still take care of the kids without a nanny, which is so nice. And I think if we move to Jakarta, I can work more.
Mestinya
I can make probably more money. But then I need a nanny. I might need a driver. Because I can't combine all.
More money tapi more expense juga,
I don't think. Like I said to Melanie too, I don't think the money will bring us more happiness. So we said no, we're not gonna do that.
So until now, you still work remotely, berarti ya? If clients come to you,
I work from home most of the time. I can shoot my content from home. I have a personal assistant who helps me, and I travel to Jakarta once every month, I would say. Like this weekend I gotta go again, which is okay. I'm just going for 1 or 2 nights. That's my max, and then I come back. You
bring the baby when you...
Yeah, I do.
Okay. Tapi kalau di sana, kalau kamu harus naik panggung, ada yang pegang bayi?
Yeah, I have a personal assistant
who helps you with that.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's manageable, right?
Yeah.
Dan sisanya adalah kerjaan online berarti ya.
Yes.
Either you shoot content for a brand atau tapi hebat loh menurut aku, berkat Tuhan buat kamu. Like nobody would ever guess bahwasannya kalian harus menghadapi hal-hal yang sesulit ini, something as difficult as this, always having to move. Buat yang nikah sama tentara atau polisi pasti bisa deh relate karena harus pindah-pindah kota dinas ya kan, atau pegawai negeri suaminya dipindahkan, kita harus ikut pindah juga gitu. Waktu awal kawin, did you already know this, like aku kawin sama dia, aku pasti harus pindah kota?
But I feel like people do think that being a wife of a football player is something very glamorous and beautiful and nice to be the wife of a football player. But being a wife of a football player, I don't think it's like that nice. Most football player wives can't work because their husbands keep moving.
Yeah.
So like Irfan, almost every year we would move, and it's very hard to find yourself, to find a way to work. If I wouldn't be working online, it would be very hard for me to get a job, because
thank God for
Japan,
online.
what would I do in Japan without knowing the language? Same thing in Thailand.
Right.
Here I probably couldn't do an office job because my bahasa would be too bad. So yeah, it's not that glamorous and great to be the wife of a football player.
It's not as easy as you think.
No, and then you move all the time, and everything is very last minute. So we could move tomorrow. Tomorrow he could get a job offer, and then we gotta leave tomorrow. Like,
oh my goodness,
everything is
that
very
abrupt.
sudden, and
nggak ada waktu untuk punya sedikit ego ya, Jen?
No. But yeah, some wives, they would stay with the family. Like, we've been with a lot of Brazilian families, and the husband would go make the money, and they stay in Brazil and just come.
Yeah, but long distance relationship is not easy.
No.
I for one, no, I cannot.
No,
I cannot. Yeah.
no,
Some
we
people
cannot.
maybe can. Saya sih nggak bisa. Saya bisa nangis-nangis and I turn into a monster. Kalau kamu masih patient, kalau aku jadi monster. Jangan pisahkan aku dari suamiku lama-lama.
Yeah, no. Like 1 year, the solo being apart was
nggak mau lagi. Okay, so even if he gets an offer somewhere else, then you will have to move, begitu ya? Misalnya.
Yeah, the whole family, because he could have played in solo again, but we said no. Knitlingen.
Oke,
Susah.
Ya makanya. Coba. Go. Knitlingen.
Yeah, I really did. Irfan wanted to stay in Indonesia, but I actually never wanted to move here. My brother always said, don't ever date a football player. I fell in love with Irfan.
Ya kayaknya ya. And you are sabar ya? Sabar ya kamu tuh sebenarnya.
I am. Oh wow.
It's okay. Okay.
In Japan, I was thinking I need to do something. And then I started to vlog. 2 years. I did 2 years in Sapporo. And then I said to Irfan, I cannot do it anymore. Something has to change. It's not good for our marriage. It's not good for the kids. Rather we go somewhere else, or we might have to separate. Me too. I don't think the money will bring us more happiness.
Jangan pisahkan aku dari suamiku lama-lama.
Yeah, no. Like 1 year, the solo being apart was
nggak mau lagi.